Good evening, Got a Craft by Kim. It's Kim. How's everybody doing? I gotta turn my volume down. Hey, Got a Craft by Kim. Good evening. Hope all is well. Oh my God, the weather said 51 tomorrow. Are you kidding me? Ooh. Whoa. So how's everybody tonight? I am here as planned. I know, I gotta find us somewhere. I want to find us under the live section, but I can't never find us. So I always have to go to the group to find us. But anyway, we're going to do this Easter wreath. I know you guys are saying it's not Easter. It is absolutely not even Valentine's Day. But that's what happens. Yep. So I hope all is well. So listen. Oh, I have a puppy under my feet. What you going to? So this wreath, this is going to be my first time doing something like this. And I have it all planned out in my head. Hopefully it's going to be nice. Here's the sign. I already have the attachments attached. And I'm going to put that to the side. I have some Easter eggs. I have this pretty pink mesh. It's regular deco mesh, and it's 10 inches. And I cut these at 17 inches because I'm going to use this on the outside. Alright, you see I have my chenille stems here, and I'm going to use this 21-inch mesh. And I've done 21-inch mesh a couple times. Not often, but we're going to see how it works out. It's pretty, right? It's like an ombre metallic. Yep, really pretty. So let me show you how I did this. And see, I have my board marked in red Sharpie, because that gives me a pattern that I would like to use. It's not going to be seen because this is the back. So if you look at the back, I'm doing a 21-inch every other one. Then I'm going to come back and do the 10-inch. So all the holes are going to be filled. So I'm alternating all of it. The 21-inch mesh first, and then I'm going to do the 10-inch here. And this is unique in the Creek board. They're so easy to work with, and generally the last one I did chenille stems. A lot of times, most people, we use zip ties. But I'm going to use chenille stems because I am not going to be adding ribbon until the end. And when you use zip ties, you add the ribbon as you lay the mesh. So I'm not going to do that. So where I have the peaks is where the 21 inch is going to go, if you can see. Alright, and you see I have 10s. Those where the 17 inches is going to go. Alright, so I'm going to finish loading this board, which is my chenille stems, up and around, and give it a good little twist here. I had to count my chenille stems before I made sure I had enough. Yeah, because this is all the pink I have left. It's enough. Alright, so we're going to put these in exactly the same as we did zip ties, except for we're going to twist, because you know zip ties, you just clip them in the hole. So we're going to get started with this 21-inch mesh. Now this is my first time doing this, like I said, this way anyway. So this is something new for me. I think it's going to turn out pretty decent. Yep. So here's where the hanger is. If you can see where I have a red mark here. So I had to label everything for me this time, because like I said, this is new for me. So Now, when you're using 21-inch mesh, I do not own the rights to this music if you hear it. Alright, you just unroll it a little bit and you toss it on the floor because you have nowhere else to sit it. So, and then you just want to gather the two ends together like so. Alright, and that's it. And we're going to start at the chenille stem right where the hanging part is. So we're just going to put it in and we're going to give it a couple of good twists and make sure it's secure. Tighten it up really well. Alright, now you want to make sure that when you pull on your 21-inch mesh that the cut side is underneath. And then you decide how many inches you want it from the first chenille stem or zip tie if you were using a zip tie. So I'm going to put it here at the 19, and if I'm going to go to 9, and I think I'm going to do 10 inches. Now let's do a little bit. Let's do 12. So I'm going to take it to the 8. Now that looked a little puffy to me, so I think we're going to go back to 10. Now it's not like I haven't done the puff method. You've seen me do it. So we're going to go from 20 to 10 and do 10 inches. And we're just going to lay that right inside that chenille stem and give it a couple good twists. Yep. Come on in and say hello when you come in. If you're going to watch in replay, hashtag replay and share it on your page. Alright, and then we're going to puff it out like so. So now we're going to go on the inside one. And we're going to measure 10 inches from the last chenille stem down to 10 and puff it up. So we're going to work this around the board like that. All the way around the board. Give it a couple good twists, make sure it's secure. This sign is pretty big. Yep. So we might only do ribbon on the outside. We'll see how it is when we finish. But I'm not going to cut the chenille stems yet. So we're going to loosen up that roll. Put the last chenille stem at 20, go down to 10. And we're going to put that inside. This is really pretty, like an ombre color, right? With a little gold metallic stripes going through it. So the big game is this weekend, huh? Guess I won't be doing any lives. Because everybody's going to be peeled, I guess. I have no clue. I don't even know who's playing this year. Let's talk about football. Yep. So we're alternating going in and out. And we're doing 10-inch pulls. Because we're going to go back and lay that really deep pink mesh on the opposite holes. So we're going to open it up. Get my little seams underneath. Yep, I have so many. Oh, I got some pretty, I guess you call them transfers. They're like for wooden signs. Or if you're making signs, or if you're making canvases, I have to show them to you. I did some painting last night to a regular wood board. I know the weather's nice and y'all out and about. Yep. So you see I'm going underneath and spreading them out a little bit. I don't want to really do a whole lot of spreading out. Let me turn my mesh around. Okay, that's better. until I get that hot pink. I call it hot pink. The 10-inch mesh. There we go. So I'm holding the last chenille stem at the 20, taking it down to 10. So I'll make it 10-inch posts. Poofs. Yep. So yep, Easter's on the horizon. Okay, Valentine's Day is next week. Wow. And we were so anxious for 2021 to come in. 2022 to come in, right? And it's already almost the middle of February. Woo! What is going to do? Time, the saying goes, time waits for no man. Yep. Same thing all the way around in every chenille stem I have here now. Then we're going to go back and we might do the woodland ruffle on the opposite side of what we have. Okay. My mesh is on the floor. It keeps getting twisted. I have no reason, no clue why. Yep. So the key to it is just sitting your mesh in the center, whether it's a chenille stem, pipe cleaner, if you want to call it, or a zip tie. Alright? So you want to sit it right in the center. There's my 20 to 10. And you kind of want to measure. Sometimes you can eyeball it or guesstimate it, but you want your puffs to be exactly the same size. Some uniformity. Yeah. Wow, 51 tomorrow. Anybody notice that it's been getting lighter? I'm sorry, darker later. Yes, up to like 5:30 or something now. Right? So that's 20 to 10. It's cool. Stay with me. Tuck those seams in. 20 to 10. And so then we have to go back and put that chenille stems in for the other mesh, which is a 10-inch mesh that I cut at 17 inches. Yep. Like I said, this is my first time trying this. I just made this up in my head. Crazy, right? Nah, I think it's going to be alright. Guys, let me know when you see it. The finish, anyway. 20 to 10. Trying to get my seams to stay underneath. Do I want to stay too high? Spread it out a little bit. Alright, let's go back to work. Straight, 20 to 10. Sit that right in there. So nothing else is going on. I went to see Mom today. She's doing well. And I'm gonna have to go before lunch, guys, because after lunch she wants to take a nap. But I did get to spend about an hour and a half before she said I wanted to go to get in the bed for some rest. After she ate the lemon pies and had her Pepsi. You know how it goes. Yeah, so I'm just glad she's still here with me for now. Yeah, such a blessing. We're almost getting to the top. So how much else is going on here? I'm gonna bring you in a little closer. That way you can able to see a little bit, I guess, of what I'm really doing. There we go. Oh, I've looked at computers. Oh my God, they are so expensive now. I'm just gonna have to, I don't know. I think I mentioned it the last time we were together that I needed. I'm thinking about bringing my desktop down here because actually I spend most of my time down here. Yep. So I'm praying about it. Praying for a miracle. That sounds funny. Praying for a miracle. So we're going to, like I said, we're alternating. I just made a zigzag pattern. I don't know if you can see if you're coming in late. If you can see my red markings. You can't see them really now. But like I said, they were going to be covered up. So. Yep. $20 to $10. So what's the day though? 8th? So we have 4 days, 6 days, well, 5.5 now before Valentine's Day. Right? You know, Valentine's Day is mothers and wives. I don't know if guys really wait for gifts for Valentine's Day. Let me know if your spouse or significant other expects something on Valentine's Day. Males, ladies, your husbands, or your significant others. Yep. A couple more here. That goes with that one. 10 inches. It's getting warm down here, y'all. I have the heater going and my little heater going. I don't want to be cold, or I put a hat on. That one came undone. There we go. 20 to 2. And then at the end, you just cut it off and secure it. So I have one more that's 21 inch. Turning out to be pretty puffy, right? So if anybody is good with streaming, you need to inbox me because I'm trying to figure something out. So guess what I'm going to do here? Connect it to the first one. So we won't have a space. If you see the little space here, I'm going to connect it to the very first one that I did, so we won't have that space. nice little tight twist. And we're going to cut it off. Use these. Okay. That was that for that. Oh. I wonder what the weather. I think it's going to be nice all week. We had such a rainy week last week. I'm just rolling this 21-inch off so I can get it out of the way. Yep. So now we're going to start on our 10-inch by 17. Let me see. I told you this is the first time I'm doing this way. And I'm thinking that I might just sit it on top of the poof. First, let me see. Yep. Would think I would have this all planned out. And I did, but you know, sometimes when you're crafting, something different or better jumps in your head. So let's see right here. So let me show you what I did underneath. This was my original plan. Alright? So this is what I did. Right here. So they side by side. Okay? So let's get our 17. And we're going to do a modified woodland ruffle with the ends curled. Let me bring this out a little bit. Alright, the ends curled. And we're just going to scrunch. And we're going to sit that right in. That's your nail stem I put in. And we're going to puff it up. Alright, now let's try another one. And I'm going to do it on top and see how that looks before I put another chenille stem in. So we're going to just roll the ends and we're just going to scrunch. I think I'm going to sit it on top. Just the opposite way. Give it a couple good twists. Let's see if it gives it the same effect. It truly does, y'all. It really does. Kind of give it the same intention. But I really think I like it better because it looks a little fuller with that on the other side when it's separate. So I'm going to do it separate. So this is what I be doing, y'all, down here when I'm here alone, trying to figure stuff out. But that's all right. I know what I want to do now. So I'm going in and making another chenille stem side by side. Just like that first one I showed you. So I took that one back out. Yep. Give it a couple good twists. Now I'm going to do that roll method again. Roll and scrunch it right in the middle. Alright, and sit it right in that chenille stem I just put in. Excuse me. Yep, and give it a couple little twists. That's what I'm going to do. You got a little scratchy throat, y'all. mesh of that. Alright. Here's our little share. We're going to share this hole. Bring that other piece up. Right in there. So you can't even see the Sharpie that I marked it up with, right? So curl up. You see it's already curled. Roll and scrunch together. Find my little chenille stud. Give it a few twists. And I am going to still go around and puff some of that 21 in mesh. I'm always thinking I'm prepared, you know, because I always do have my chenille stems in. But if I had put them in before I did the 20, they would have been simply in the way before I put the 21 mesh. And they would have just been in the way, grabbing and pulling and tugging on the mesh. So we had to do it this way. Okay, let's go in and up. I see everybody's out and about tonight. Bring y'all back in. Hit my mesh. I'm gonna try to see this a little better though. Alright. Alright, curl up. Facing away from you. Roll, roll, and scrunch. Put it right in that chenille stem I just placed. Moving those others over to the side a little bit. The only thing we're going to have to go around and puff everything. You know, that's all. It's okay with me. But that little dark pink is really pretty on top. See, I did it again. But that's alright, I'm learning. Uh-oh. Gotta go over here. See? That's why I have to look underneath to see where I need to be at. Show you what I'm doing. Give you a little look-see. Because I'm sure you can't see where I'm going with this. Alright, here we go. Alright, so these are the ones I've done. So it's shared holes. So the next one is going to go here and here. Alright? Alright, where's the hole at? There we go. I have all kinds of things coming up. I don't know how that happened. There you go. It's only me. Only me. So when I go around and puff these out, you'll have alright. Push that over towards the middle. Bring some more mesh up. Move this out the way. Yep. $17". I'm just rolling and I'm scorching. I'm gonna double up. It's alright. It's still gonna be gorgeous. I know for a fact. Snip my mesh out. Pulse. Like I said, I'm just so used to everything being there already, right? Try not to get ahead of myself. I think I have one. So it's down and up. Make sure it's even. Give it a couple good twists. I'm going to try to do a couple before because I keep wanting to place the mesh before I have a stem in. So I'm going to do a couple first, putting the chenille stems in. That way. Up and up, hopefully. That's there. So this one goes inside. Up, so I have 3. So nothing else is going on. Not a thing. Nothing. Same thing, just a different day. But the time is going so fast. Yeah, time is moving right along. So we have a routine. When the dogs get walked at night, they get walked at 7. Like when they come back, we play and play. Like we toss. Max, who is the boy that always come hang out with me, he has his favorite shoe. His bedroom slipper that he plays with. It's so fun. And Precious, sure my placement is cool. So we go down and back up. Give it a couple twists. Same thing as if it was a chenille stone. Just a little funky creation of mine. Precious, who's a girl, has this little teddy bear that she loves. So we play with that with her. And not a little teddy bear, it's about almost the same size as she is. Yeah. She needs a new one. Or I need to sew his nose or something. So much fun. We're close. I knew this was going to take a little longer, you know, because sometimes I'd be on the ribbon now, wouldn't I? Yep. That was a quick 5 pieces because I have them cut and I put them in 5s. Storage. So yeah, so nothing else. It's gonna be so nice tomorrow. I hadn't planned on doing a thing, but I'm going to go out, hang out a little bit with the pups. I don't need anything from the store. I'm just trying to think of something to do. Yep, that's it. That is good. Just place that in there and just giving it a couple little twists. Nothing spectacular. Yes, yes. So anything special planned for your Valentine's Day? Anybody expecting to get engaged? Go away? Come on, let me know. Yeah. Do some wreaths for your wedding day. Some centerpieces. Oh yeah. Be glad to do that. Enough. These Unique and Creek boards are so easy to work with. Very easy. Yeah. Everything is right here for you. No guesswork, except for when you're trying to do another pattern, like me. Yeah. So, it's out. This one should be in. I didn't even cut the ribbon tonight, y'all. That doesn't take long. This is a long part. Oh, the bow's a long part for me. Y'all know that, right? So you see the pattern? You see it's coming through? Didn't expect it to come together. Roll the ends. It's just a cruffle. That's what we call this, a cruffle. Cruffle. Yep. So I like to let the group have first take on things. But after a day, I list them. So that's what I do. I don't know if I mentioned that before. If not, I'm going to be doing a cross later on this week too. For Easter, I have two pretty middles. I have a middle for Mother's Day too. It's really pretty. A center, a sign. Yeah. Didn't look like that was going to come together, did it? Oh no. In the beginning they don't. But as you move along, they start coming together. Yep. So I got a couple more. Like 4. Finding my places. Yes. Isn't that pink pretty? It really did something for that wreath. It looks so neat on the back. I have to show you. With all the chaos going on up top. Look how neat that back looks. I know, I see that little one. That's the one where I started to do that other thing too. Like putting it on top. And I didn't like it. I'm going to go back to it. No worries. That was there. That was here. Yep. So I have some pretty flowers here. Now I like the grapevines. That's the wooden ones. The wooden reframe. I feel like the flowers on them instead of these. Yeah. So we got 4 more, and then we can move on to the ribbon. Yep. Let me go back. That one's there. See, it's getting crowded now and nice and full. So this is basically the learning part when you're doing wreaths. It's the mesh, the placement. Just checking to make sure where I need something that I gotta. There we go. That's here. Excuse me. Let me go here and here. Yep. And that should be and here. And then one here. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. I'm not intentionally, y'all. Not intentionally. I didn't like that one. Let me do that again. Curl, curl, and scrunch. So I'm going to check the back like I just did. And we're going to see where I need to put the last couple pieces at. Right? Alright, I think I need 2 more. Certainly, look at here. Here and here. I always go the wrong way when I'm looking at the camera. Yep. Back over. Alright, I love that. Yeah, I know. I think I say that a lot, but listen. I know I'm very straightforward. I'll be like, I don't know. You won't have to do that again. Especially when I'm down here doing my crafting. So we got 1 more. And that will be it. Middle down. Get some of this out the way. Although we have one here. Let me see. Yeah, that's it right there. Because I put that one on top. So we're going to undo that. Take that out. There we go. Hold on to that and put it right where it belongs. Here. Can't hold on to that. So we're going to go up. Got one. Y'all know this is what I do when I put the signs on. Be like, oh no. Where are the holes at? Alright, let's do this one. Put that right where it belongs. Alright. Now we're going to go around and try to fluff a little bit so we can see both mesh. Yep. Do some tucking so I can see where I need to put my ribbon. Pretty cute, huh? Yes. Where's that piece right here? Nope, we want the wrong side. There we go. I know, goofy. No fun, no fun, y'all. You gotta have some fun. Right? Now this is the oval board, y'all, as you probably have seen. And it gets pretty full once you start putting that mesh on there. Look at that. So let me get the side and see where, if I have to put, yeah, I'm going to have to put ribbon everywhere. So I need 20 pieces of ribbon. So that's what I'm putting the sign kind of like right here. No more halfies. I'm going to put this one right in the middle, and we're going to put the ribbon all the way around, okay? And then some eggs. Alright. So I'm not going to keep you. I'm going to start the ribbon. And I have two. I decided on this pink one And that green one, because that's the colors of some of the other sign. And I'm going to need 20. 20. I'm trying to see, should it be 14? Yeah, I'm going to do 14. 14 inches long. 20 and 14 inches long. It's a brand new roll. So we just fold it over itself. Yep. So that's 3. 4. And it's wired edge, isn't pretty? 5. I don't know if I'm going to do 20 or not. Let's just do 15. We can skip a couple on the inside that the sign is going to cover. How about that? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I got some more over here. Here we go. What is it, 14? 12, 13. 14, 15. Okay, I think that's going to be fine because where the sign is going to be, would hide it, right? Make sure I got that in the middle. Take that little piece off. Alright, we're going to dovetail. Y'all seen this part, right? 100 times. Like I've been out all day, I would have done this already. Fold it in half. I think you can see it a little better now. Let me bring it a little bit more. There we go. Tail. Make sure they're even. Fold it in half. From the closing to the opening. Dovetail. Same thing with all of it. Let's move and make sure they're on the right side. Yep. Oh, I can't wait till summer. Although today was a good day. Today was a good day. Nice out. Didn't have to wear too many heavy clothes. Well, I always dress like it's 0 degrees when I take the pups out in the morning, like at 10:30, 11 o'clock. Because we're out for a while. That Max, that's the one that's down here all the time. He never ever wants to get in the car with me. So we're out for about an hour. Just walking. Yep. I try to do a little exercises while I'm out. Oh man. try to be fit late spring. Yeah, right. Alright, those are done. Let's measure up a little. And those are just for the tails. Alright, I know I don't have enough room here. 15, I might, let's see. 14 inches. So that's 2. 3, 4. 6. And this is 2 inches wired edge. Alright. So that's 6 and 4. 3 and 4 is 7. So that's 8. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, I have enough, 14, 15. Wow, good job. That's a lot, because it's usually 12 though, right? But since I did so many books, it's like 40. I have one more of those over there for clothes. Show me here. This is nice thick. This came from S&S Ribbon. They have a Facebook page. Very nice ribbon. S&S Ribbon and Signs. I think that's what it's called. And it's wired edge. Make sure if you order ribbon, it's wired edge. Remember, I'm such an advocate for that because it's so flexible. You can do a lot with it. Just shape it, mold it, curl it. So I'm going to put a few pieces on, and then I'm going to go off and finish up, I guess. Or maybe I'll just hang out a little bit. Fold it in half. Close in down to the opening. And remember, the more angle, the deeper your V. The more you angle your scissors, the deeper your V will be. Let me give you a little. So if I went up here and angled it down, you see the difference in the V, whereas opposed to here. All right. See what I did with it. I thought I had an extra piece. Alright, so should we put the green on top of the pink? Yeah. So remember, we fold it in half. Yep. So I'm preparing them together. Just preparing them. Y'all know I usually had this part ready. I was out and about today. So the reason I do this, or it's done this way, is because you need to find your center when you're scrunching it, because you don't want one side 2 inches and the other side 3 inches. Alright, so we're just finding a center. So I like to put the one I like the most on top. So when you put it in your wreath, it stands out more when you spread them. It really does. It seems like it wouldn't matter, but you know, I stack the tails when I do mine, so it can really stand out. So if you see what I'm doing, just folding it in half. Taking one and one, putting the green and white one on top, making sure they're pretty even, and folding them in half. That's all I'm doing. Alright, 14-inch tails. Let me see, the metallic mesh was 21 inch and I did 10-inch puffs. And the hot pink, 17-inch cuts, 10-inch mesh, regular deco mesh, all of it, poly deco. Why do I only have one? I need a pink one from somewhere, right? That's 5. I do not own the rights to that music. That's 10. Yep, I need one more pink one. How about that? 14 inches. We'll cut that right here. Give it a little dovetail. Let's get our mesh back over. And we'll put a few pieces on our little wreath. Alright, let me find the top. So that's what the back looks like. Really neat, right? Won't scratch your door. You can even put it in between 2 doors if you like. Alright, so this little action button comes up quite often. Alright, so this is the purpose of folding your tails in half. Alright, I know I love to stack, so I'm going to bring it down just a little bit, just 1/8 of an inch maybe, and scrunch it right up the middle. That's it. Go underneath, push it up, and that'll give it that curl. Same thing on the other side. Go underneath. You see right here. Push it in and curl it up. Alrighty. That is how you do your ribbon tails. I'm going to do the outside. Let me give it a few twists. And then we're going to cut it off and tuck. Give you a look-see. Pull them apart. And that's what it looks like. Okay. Alright. Do a couple more. Bring it down about 1/8 of an inch. Scrunch it right up the middle. And you want to give it its little shape actually before you put it. Inside the chenille stem. Yep. And you could, if your tails were already cut, and put them in as you go along. But since I didn't do that tonight, what you going to do? On the outside, I'm going to do every other one. Okay? I'm looking for an inside piece. Now this one is inside. So I'm going to put it on the inside one here. Cut it off. So I'm just placing them randomly. I'm still going to do a nice bow, but you don't need them everywhere, right? You don't want to take away from. And you would think you would put your sign on, but that's what it's going to be looking like, guys. Can you see it? Yes. Scratch up the middle, tuck it in, give it a good pinch in the middle. And secure it in the chenille stem. Yeah. I give it about 3 twists. Cut them ends off and tuck them underneath. There we are. So I'm going to leave it right there because it looks like a little space, right? Pinch in the middle and push it up. So let's put one right in here. Yeah, the sign's going to go. It doesn't matter. So we're going to put one here. Give it a couple twists. Spread them out a little bit. push, pulling them and curling. See how I curled that? Right at the chenille stem at the bottom. I'm pulling it and I'm bringing it up. Alright, that's what it's looking like. I think I'm going to like it. But what I am going to do, I am going to put my sign on because I want to know where I need to put more ribbon in or less ribbon in. How about that? Pretty, pretty, pretty. See a little fraying, so we're going to get rid of that. So I'm just trying to balance it out where I need to put the ribbon tails at. Oh, didn't like that one. I do the same thing to each piece. Each tail, squeeze it tight in the middle and give it a little push up the back. And cut them off and tuck. So separate them so they can show individually. We're going to cut this one off because we're not going to use this. Yeah, I'm talking. I am. You know, they say that's healthy when you talk to yourself. And here I am live and talking to myself. No, I'm really talking to y'all. I hope you can hear me. Hope you can hear me. There we go. So I'm going to cut this one off. And give it a tuck. And we're going to put a tail here. It really is. This green one is really stunning. The beige with the green down the middle. This tail, this ribbon. Yep. Right. Yes, yes, I'm putting the bow at the bottom. Yes, yes. All right. So I think I need a few more on this side because let's look at our side. See if we can get that up here. Okay. And then we're going to do the rest off. Alright, this is my part, y'all. Help me. Don't laugh, though. Oh, man, this signage. Let's see. Oh, got it. I did it. Didn't take long that time, y'all, did it? I'm learning. Just itsy bitsy learning. Alright, that's what I wanted to see, my sign placement. So let me put this part down because it is done on this side. I am going to buy a thick needle that has a big eye on it, and put the chenille stems through it, and it'll be easier, wouldn't it? How about that? I saw that being done and I thought it was such a great idea that I am copying it. Forgot who I saw it doing. I'm so sorry. But as soon as I see it again, I'll write it down. A country something. But I loved that idea. And guess who's going to be doing it? Me. As soon as I get to the craft store. I went to Michael's the other day. I don't even know if they sold needles. But I forgot. Alright. So this is where we are. I'm not going to put this other end in. And I don't want it to be that tight, so I'm puffing it up a little bit. Yep. Spread my wings. I'm tucking this, but I'm not securing it yet. But that's what it's going to be looking like. And y'all know tomorrow I'll be taking pictures. I don't want that tight. So I'm going to be loosening that up because I want it to sit right on top. This is pretty big. That's okay. It is 22 in length. So we're going to loosen that side up a little bit. Yep. And loosen this side up a little bit because I don't want it smashing the mesh. There we go. So I'll be adding more tails, y'all, and finishing it off with a bow. And I'll take some pictures. There we go. Alright. And hang it. And that's what it's going to be. And if you're looking at this in replay, again, y'all know, hashtag replay please, and share it on your page, like it, share it, and I want to thank you for stopping by. But most importantly, I want you to like it and share it. Alright. talking to myself. Nope, I'm talking to y'all. So what I'm doing is looking at available or open spots that need tails. So that's why I put my sign on, because every place does not need a tail. Alright? Find this one. And the bow is going to go right here. I know I have to go to it, put a bow on. That is the gravy on the dressing. I like that one. The gravy on the dressing. I like it. Yeah, I'm spreading them out now. I like that. I made it all fours. Did y'all see that? Look. See that one right there? I spread it into 4 individual pieces. Let me get this thing here out of here so I can see it. I know you can. It's 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was that one tail I just put. I like that look. Unfortunately, I will probably be doing that a lot now. Not unfortunately, I'm just joking. I like that look. Yep. I'm looking for available slots. To put a tail in. I was going to glean, y'all. Let's see. But I'm not going to make the bow. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I did. Just the opposites. Alright, there we go. That's what I'm doing for this one. Making them into 4. Yep, the bow's going over here. And I'm spreading this one out a little bit more. There we go. Yep. So this one's going to go up. I'm just looking at placing it, girl. But I'm going to smash them because I have to put this end down. But it's all good. Let's do one right here. And if I need to cut some more, I do have some more. So it's not like I don't have enough. Right? And I already have another project in mind. Oh. These transfers, I I've painted the board. I want to put it on last night. And I'll probably be finishing this up and then doing that. Crazy, right? But I so love doing this. I really, really love doing this. I don't know if you can tell, but I do. I'm gonna put these two in. Alright, so I'm gonna finish and leave you guys. I said that 20 minutes ago, right? But right now I am. So I can finish up. I don't want to interrupt. I have to go to the ladies. I don't need you to wait for that. So I thank you, even if you just peeked in. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Again, hashtag replay if you're going to watch the replay, and share it on your page. And have a great night.